So here's the deal. This watch right here, the Garmin Approach S70, I believe it is the very best golf watch on the market. Simply put, full stop, this thing is awesome. But here's the deal. It is not necessarily for everybody. In this video, I'm giving you 5 reasons why you should not buy this watch. And there's a lot of you out there where this isn't necessarily going to be a perfect fit. So if you've been in the market for a GPS golf watch and you've kind of been thinking, there's something just not quite right about this, and you need someone to get you off the fence and point you in a different direction, this video might be for you. Keep watching. So the first reason is pretty obvious. It's an expensive watch. It's $699. For a lot of people, you just don't need to spend that much money on a golf watch. There are so many ways that you can get yardages that are going to cost you a whole lot less money. So if $700 just isn't in the budget, don't worry, there's a lot of other options out there, and we talk about a lot of them here at Breaking 80. Below, I will link to our best golf watches video, which talks about a whole lot of other options, all of which are cheaper than this watch. The second reason you should not buy this watch is it might be overkill for you. So this is the most full-featured golf watch I've ever used. It's got built-in shot tracking, it's got a virtual caddy, it's got an OLED screen, you can get super accurate course data, but here's the deal. Pretty much every other golf watch on the market allows you to get accurate data. So if you don't need all of the health and fitness features of this watch, if you don't need the OLED screen, if you're not gonna wear it day to day off the golf course, there's probably some better options out there for you. If all you're looking for is some basic distances to the front, middle, back of the green, some hazard distances, and maybe to keep score, then you can get watches for far less that are going to do the same job as this. For less than half the price of this watch, you can go get the Garmin S42, which is still gonna have a color screen and still gonna give you all the data you need. If you don't need the color screen and you just want the basic data, you can go get the Garmin S12, which is even less than that. Heck, for $99, you can go get the Tech Golf watch, which is pretty much just going to give you bare bones yardage information, but it does that pretty well and it does that pretty accurately. And it's 1/7 the cost of this watch. So if you're not going to take advantage of all the fancy, expensive features of this watch, then there's probably a better watch out there for you. Okay, so the third reason you might want to skip the Approach S70 is if you use Shotscope or Arccos already. One of the big features of this watch is the built-in shot tracking. It's the compatibility with the Garmin app. So you don't need sensors like Arccos or like Shotscope to be able to do that. It will track all of your shots automatically. You just have to go back in afterwards and tell it what club you hit. Or you can pair it with the Garmin CT10 sensors and it's going to do all of that automatically. But if you are already in the Arccos ecosystem or you're already in the Shotscope ecosystem, then those advanced features on this watch aren't going to be as useful for you because you're using something else for it already. As a golf watch, this is going to give you far more data, far more conveniently than any of those systems. But if you've gotten used to relying on those, and with Arccos, if you're used to using your phone or you're already using a watch in the Shotscope ecosystem, then this might just not be for you. Or if you've used those and you're unhappy with it and you want a watch that can do a little bit of everything, then well, this might be for you. And if you haven't watched it yet, I've got a video all about 5 reasons you should run out and buy this watch right now, as well as our full, super in-depth review of all the pros and cons. I'm gonna link to both those below. The fourth reason you may wanna hold off on buying this watch is if you are already using a dedicated smartwatch. So if you have an Android Wear watch or if you have an Apple Watch and you use it day in and day out, then you're not really going to get all of the benefits of this watch unless you're willing to ditch your old one. And as I talked about in my 5 reasons to buy it video, that's kind of what I've personally done. I have ditched my Apple Watch Ultra for the last month in favor of the health benefits that this gives me. But to be clear, there are a whole lot of things with the Apple Watch that are better than this, and the same goes for Android Wear watches. That's a topic for a different video, but all that to say, if you wear a smartwatch on a daily basis and you're not looking to switch that, then this may not be the best fit because, again, going back to a previous point, it might be overkill. So this was supposed to be a 5 reasons not to buy this watch, and I realized that my 5th reason is kind of similar to a lot of my other reasons, and that's that you weren't going to use the smartwatch features. But that kind of ties right back into the watch being overkill. I mean, the bottom line is this is a really, really, really good watch. There are a lot of really good watches out there, but this one might be too expensive for you. You might be in a different ecosystem already. You might not need all that it provides, and if that's the case, you shouldn't buy it. But if you are looking for the best golf watch on the market, it's in budget, and you want something that's going to be an incredible lifestyle watch that you can wear both off the course as well as on the course, then I'm not sure there is a better option out there than this. So take all that for what it's worth. I will link to my full review, both written and video, of all the pros and cons of this watch below. But if you're in the market for it, it's great. And if you've been thinking it's not the right fit, then don't worry. There's a lot of other options out there that are going to work for you as well. My name is Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here, Breaking 80, where we do cool golf product reviews and golf course reviews. If you're not on our newsletter, then why not? Go to breaking80.com/hi. I send like 1 email a week with all of my best stuff. I really think you are going to dig it. And if you have questions about this watch, then drop a comment. I would love to answer them as best I can because I've now been wearing it for about a month straight and I'm pretty familiar with it. So I hope you have an excellent day and we will see you on the next video. Peace.